Hello! Today we're going to be talking about the Earth as a system, and the Earth is made up of many different parts that allow us to be able to live here. So here is a picture labeling all of the different spheres of the Earth, and there are 4 of them. We have the atmosphere, the geosphere, the biosphere, and the hydrosphere, and you can see that they all work together to create our individual environments.
So today we are going to be talking about the 4 different spheres using examples found here in Bear Brook State Park. So the first that we're going to talk about is the hydrosphere, and hydro means water. So this is all of the liquid parts of the earth. This includes water and rain and rivers and oceans and snow and ice and every other type of water that you can think of, including the water that you drink and comes out of your faucet. So now we're going to give you a chance to talk about, with either yourself or discuss as a class, some examples of the hydrosphere around you. So teachers, you can use this to pause to use as a discussion. Some examples we came up with were the Merrimack River and the New Hampshire coast.
Okay, now we're moving on to the geosphere, and geo means ground. It is the solid, non-living parts of the earth. So you can see the rock at the upper right-hand side, and we have minerals, which make up rocks. That's why they're so rough when you can feel them. And we also have just landscapes in general. You can see Mount Washington over there on the bottom. And the geosphere kind of forms the basis for all of the other spheres. It's the ground that you stand on and lets us be here on Earth. So now it's your turn. What do you use the geosphere for? We came up with a couple examples ourselves. We like to rock climb using the rocks of the geosphere, and we also like to relax at the beach using the sand of the geosphere.
So now we come to the atmosphere, and atmos means air. So this is layers of gases all around the earth that make up the air. This protects the surface of the earth and includes oxygen that we breathe and clouds and wind and weather that make our day-to-day life exciting. So now it's your turn to share some things that happen in the atmosphere. Some examples that we thought of are clouds floating around, bringing rain and weather, and birds flying. This here is a purple finch, which is New Hampshire's state bird.
That brings us to the biosphere, and the bird in the last slide was an example of something that would be part of the biosphere. So bio means life, and it is the living parts of the earth. So this includes things like plants, like the trees in the bottom pictures, as well as animals, like this little nuthatch, and microorganisms, like lichen, which you can see on trees in the area. So now it's your turn. What is your favorite animal that lives in New Hampshire? Some of our favorites include the moose you can see in this picture, the ermine, and the red fox.
In conclusion, as you can see, the 4 spheres all work together to create one big Earth system.
We'll be coming back to these spheres throughout the season, and we'll be seeing how impacts to one sphere can cause changes to the others.